Hey everyone, my name is Jeanette and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am filming the classic black matte smoky eye. And this is by request from two lovely friends of mine, Carla, hi Carla, and for Amber. Amber's getting married soon. Congratulations, Amber. I wanted to film this look because I feel that it's a look that's very daunting. It is a look that has challenged me for most of my makeup life. I think I found a way to do it in a more simple way. So hopefully you'll get something out of this video. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then keep watching. Alright, let's go ahead and get started on this classic black smoky eye. The first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you don't have any creasing on your eyelids. Now, I didn't prep my eyes with anything special other than just putting a little bit of my regular foundation on my face. I put a little bit of that on my eyelids, so you just want to kind of blend that out, make sure there's no creasing problems. And then you just want to take like a basic face powder, nothing fancy. And I just like to sweep it over that area just to take out any of the natural oils or moisture from the foundation. There we go. And I'm just using the Sephora Micro Smooth powder. The smoky eye is definitely a metamorphosis of sorts. You kind of go through a stage where you're like, wow, I should not have even gotten out of bed this morning. This is hideous. What am I doing? And then right before you give up, you apply more black and then you arrive. You're done. So just hang in there. You'll see. So I'm going in with this is the Perception palette, and this is Makeup Shayla, her collab with ColourPop. Great palette. As you can see, a lot of really nice colors. So I'm going in with this color right here, and it is called Culture. And it's just sort of a peachy, I'm really like got the whole orange thing going on. It really wasn't planned. I have this t-shirt that I like, and then I didn't feel like changing my backdrop. I was a little bit lazy. But in keeping with my orangish t-shirt, I am choosing a transition color that is a little bit on the warm side. So this is sort of like a medium, kind of orangish tone, I would say. Now you can use whatever you like to use for bronzer. You can use a peachy blush if you want, but something like that you want to layer on first. With the black smoky eye, the best thing to do is to do it in layers. If you try to go in with all black right away, you are definitely going to give up. So as you can see, that's the transition color laid down. It's very simple. Not going all the way to the brow, but definitely blending up above my crease. So when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I can see that color above the fold of my eye. Normally I like to wing my eyeshadow out just a little bit on the sides here, but really with the smoky eye, I don't like to do that because the smoky eye is dramatic enough as it is. And I feel like if you then wing it out, you're just doing the most, and but doing the most in a way that's not good. Do you know what I mean? So the next color I want to go into is, let me see if she does have a really nice brown in here. It's a really funny name. It's called Played Out. Now, it's just a darker chocolate brown, and I'm going in with just sort of like a fluffy angle brush. And I'm going to go right into my crease and slightly above, and I'm going to deepen that color up a little bit, that transition color. So I'm going to start to blend that color up a little bit into that orange that I laid down first, but primarily keeping it in the crease. Now you don't have to be too precise here because it's actually going to get covered up anyway, so it's not like, you have to be perfect. So don't stress about that. The main thing with the smoky eye is the blend. If you're not a blender, get with it, because it's all about the blend. That's why I'm keeping you back just a little tiny bit, because I feel if you're all up in your mirror like this doing your makeup, you're not going to see that blend. I like to sit back a little bit and I can get an overall feel. Sometimes I'll even lift my mirror up and look and make sure, because if you're looking down constantly in your mirror, when you go to look up, you're going to see something totally different. And so is everyone else. So sometimes it's good to lift up your mirror, see how it looks, turn your head, make sure you're blended, Take the time, because the black smoky eye is a look, it's sort of like the little black dress. I'm just taking a clean, soft blending brush and just sort of blending out the edge. But a black smoky eye is like a little black dress. It's something that you want to have in your arsenal in case you need to use it. You never know when you're going to get invited to like a concert, or your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend wants to invite you out to like a, romantic dinner or whatever, and you want to look sort of sultry. Then this is the look that you could use if you want, because it's very sultry. Or you can make it look, it can even go kind of like a grungy look, which I'm super excited to let everyone know that the makeup from the 90s is coming back in. So I knew everything would come around. That's the generation that I grew up in, where I really wore makeup. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and take a matte black eyeshadow, and just nothing fancy. And I'm going to take that, and on a fluffy blending brush, I'm going to begin laying that black down on my lid and pulling it up just a little bit and blending it up into that other brown color. This is where the smoky eye really starts to take shape. This is where you want to hang on to your hats, put your seatbelt on, and prepare to be a little bit shocked and frightened and shy and a little bit intimidated, but it's part of the process. It always looks really rough before, and I'm really keeping with the shape of my eye, my orbital bone, my natural socket. I'm not going to wing it out too much. I'm going to keep it sort of rounded. Now, there are no rules. If you want to wing it out, whatever blows your hair back. But for me, I find that the black smoky eye just looks a little bit better on me if I keep it sort of in this rounded shape. And as you can see, instead of flicking in my brush out like this, I am rounding it and blending it up, and then sort of from each side to the center. But really, the trick is layers, because I used to try to do the black smoky eye. I would just go in with the black right off the bat. Right? Yeah, that didn't work so well. Looked like a total a-hole. Okay, next thing I like to do is I like to go in with a gel eyeliner or a regular eyeliner, whatever you have, a soft kohl eyeliner. I particularly like the L'Oreal Infallible line of eyeliners. They're fantastic. They're very smudgy and blendy, and yet that's something that you want. You can also go in with like a black gel eyeliner, which I may use here in just a second, depending on how black I want to go. But you want to actually make this black blacker. The trick to a black smoky eye is to keep the most of the black concentrated around your actual eyeball, and then you blend up into the rest of the color. So I'm going to go ahead in and tight line and apply in your waterline whatever black pencil or eyeliner you're into. So I'm going to take a very densely packed, short, bristled blending brush, just like this. And I'm going to start blending that black, just smudging it out. And you can use whatever you want. You can use your finger if you want, but I wouldn't suggest trying to smudge out your waterline with your finger. That's probably not going to work the best. But you would just sort of want to smudge that into your lash line and really get that black. You don't want any skin showing whatsoever. And while you're there, go ahead and line your lower waterline. You don't have to be too particularly careful. Just get the black on the waterline. If you go down a little bit below and it gets on your eyelashes, that's okay, because it's all part of the smudging process. But you want to go ahead and take a blending brush now and smudge out that bottom lash line. This is the same smudger brush, so it sort of has the residue from when I smudged out the top. And you want to go ahead and smudge out all the way to your inner corner. Like I said, you're going to want to give up. You're going to reach a point where you go, no, this cannot possibly work for me. There is absolutely no way that I am going to leave the house looking like this. But keep going, because you're almost there, essentially. So again, I'm taking whatever's left on my brush with that black eyeshadow, and I'm just sort of smudging that into my lash line. Okay, now that we've got that nice and blended in top and bottom, again, I know, a little bit intimidating, a little bit scary, you're almost there. like I said, so look at yourself in the mirror. I have a lot of space between my mobile eyelid and my eyebrows. So for me, when I look at myself straight on, once I get eyelashes on or mascara, I'm not going to see enough of this black above my eyelash line, and I don't like that. So I'm actually going to go back in with my black, and I'm going to pull that up just a little bit here, as you can see, a little bit here on me. Look at myself in the monitor, which the monitor doesn't really help me. I need to get a bigger monitor, I think, rather than using a tablet. But anyway, so basically this is where we're at. I brought my black up a little bit. If you feel like you have lost some of that brown, it's okay. Don't flip out. Just go back in to your bronzer, which I'm going to use, go back in with this one and maybe just touch a little bit into that brown. And just sort of run that along that line. So for the bottom lash line, we're going to work in reverse. We've already smudged out the black. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take that exact same smudger brush and I'm going to clean it off a little bit onto a paper towel. And I'm going to work in reverse. And I'm going to tap into that sort of chocolatey brown or whatever the second color you used on top was. And I'm going to run it right over the top of that black. And I'm going to connect it on the corners. But I'm going to run it right over the top of that black. Okay, so now that I've run that brown color over the black, but I'm going to go in with this color or your first transition color, whatever. And I'm going to touch that half on the brown and half below. So half on the brown and black that I just used and half on my skin. So the next step is just to curl your lashes and apply as much mascara as humanly possible. If you are a mascara freak, get your freak on. The more the merrier with the black mascara. So go hog wild, nuts, crazy, mad, whatever. I am going to put on mascara and a pair of lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, while I'm letting that lash glue dry a little bit, I'll put another coat of black mascara on my bottom lashes. I've already put on 1 or 7 coats. Telling you. If you love mascara, you're gonna love this look. You wanna make sure that you don't have any skin showing again. Like I said, make sure it's totally black. Okay, so the next focus, because now that we're looking properly cadaverish, is to sort of look at your face as a whole. Because if your eyebrows are too light, for example, you may need to darken them up. But with this look, you definitely wanna make sure that you're you definitely want to make sure. I actually did spit when I did that. That is like so unintentional. You want to make sure that you're properly bronzed and blushed with this look. So sitting back just a smidge here and taking a good look, taking it all in, I'm going in with the MAC Give Me Sun. This is what I use for my bronzer. And I'm just going to bronze up my cheeks just a little bit. Make sure that everything is looking good. I forgot to mention when I started this video, that I am wearing foundation and I have some bronzer on and I have my eyebrows on. If you didn't notice. Now, if you thought that was my natural skin, you're my new best friend. Call me every 5 minutes. My eyes are properly bloodshot red. But doesn't it just look totally grungy and totally cool with this look? I know. Okay, so I am also going to add the same brush as my bronzer brush. I am not gonna, like flip out using a bunch of brushes. I'm gonna peachen up my cheeks just a smidge. This is just Peach Blush by L'Oreal. Okay, so I think I am bronzed up well enough. I am going to go in with a little bit of under eye brightening just because I feel like I need some. And I've lost a little bit inner eye brightening as well. Not a ton, because what you don't want is to go completely, bright white under your eyes and then have this really dark smoky eye. But if you've messed up your eyeshadow, you can fix it by covering up if you went too low or what have you. If you want this to be a sharper edge, by all means, sharpen it up. You do you, boo. So this is looking a little bit too white, I can see in the monitor. In person, I don't mind it. I'm a sort of a bright eye person. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that blush brush that I had and just sort of touch that up. Tone that down just a smidge, but not too much. I like a bright under eye. If you don't like a bright under eye, don't do a bright under eye. You don't want it to be too white. Okay, I am going to add a little bit of highlighter because I love highlighter and it's summer and it's time to get your glow on, girls, okay? If you like highlighter or if you are new to highlighter, get a good highlighter and play with it because, oh, you will love your life totally. So what I like to do before I apply highlighter is spritz my face with a setting spray, MAC Fix Plus, whatever. Even you can use a little bit of like a misting water. Doesn't really matter. I am using the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix. And I'm also going back into the Shayla ColourPop collab. She came out with a great loose highlighter. She actually came out with 2 loose highlighters. This one is called Boomin', as you can see. And it's a gold color. She came out with another one called Pose that's more bronzy, but I'm going to stay with the gold. So while that setting spray is still wet, you want to go ahead and start to highlight around your face in the highest points or wherever you want. Normally I like to stay around, sort of around this area here. Wow, that is a lot of highlighter. This is loose, so be careful. Or not, because everybody loves a good highlight. I certainly do. Some people highlight down their nose. I guess I can do a little bit of that. I'm not a big fan of that. Cupid's bow, you can do that with your finger. I don't really have that, those trenchy things underneath my nose. A little bit on your chin, a little bit above your eyebrows. If you feel like you put a little bit too much on, take Damp Beauty Blender, or Booty Blender, whatever, and stamp it out a little bit. That's a great highlighter. You guys see? Especially at night. Could you imagine like if you're at a table and you have candlelight? Okay. The only, I would say, practically steadfast rule with this black smoky eye is a nude lip. You can do whatever you want. There are no rules. However, a true classic black smoky eye is a nude lip. The more nude and neutral, the edgier the look. So I don't want to go too, I'll show you like a super plain, super neutral nude lip, okay? So this is the Shayla ColourPop collab, and this is the color Quickie, and it is just a simple neutral nude. It's basically flush tone. No lip liner. That is totally nude. You can add a gloss if you want. You can add some lip liner if you want to deepen it up, but that is totally nude. I actually don't mind that too much. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to add just a smidge of color. Let me see what she has. Okay, so you know what? I will go in with, I am all about, well, you know what? If I just go in with my lip liner, it might darken it up a little bit. So I'm just using, this is the Ulta brand lip liner, and the color is called Bronze, which is pretty literal. This is sort of a throwback to the 90s when we used to line our lips with a lot darker lip liner and then keep everything light. So that darkened up my lip a little bit, but I think I also just kind of want to darken it a smidge more. So I am just going to take, not really darken it up, but add more color. Just to the center. This is also the Shayla ColourPop collab, and this color is called Ooh. I love Shayla. Makeup Shayla, if you want to check her out, she's great. And then, to top it off, she came out with a great ultra glossy lip gloss. Last thing I want to do before I do anything else, before I finish this up, I am going to go back into her palette and this color right here, and you can use whatever pearly color you want. I know that L'Oreal has a great singles pearl, just a pearl, not a glitter, but like a white pearlish color. I just like to brighten up this tear duct area a little bit, just to take off a little bit of that cadaver and look a little bit more awake. As you can see, it sort of brightens up the face. So essentially, a little setting spray. That is the finished look for the classic black smoky eye. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it informative in some way, helpful. It is one of the harder eye looks to get down, but it really is about the blending. And once you get it down, keep it in your back pocket for something super special. I plan on doing, I actually have a list of looks planned. I want to do some good summer looks for you guys. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and that you hit the notification bell so that you're notified of all uploads that I do in the future. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, and I hope to see you back. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.